your family's billionaires, but you're just born into it. You're like, fuck, do I even try? Like, what do? You got to find a passion and not be about money.
Well, it's the counter Reina who's going to be taking the charge.
Look at Kellogg's all the way pushed down middle.
Like, what if you were loaded? Would you have become Shroud?
They don't know that it's going to be.
I like to think you were to game anyways. You would have just been gaming.
Minute left on the clock. Gambit have already.
Yeah.
That Lizzie McGuire. I love having your chat. Alright, pissed around. We're back. We're back.
Falls way up behind G2, having a flurry of frags going their way, but Gambit won't let it slip away.
Lizzie McGuire.
Snuck right up to the door. He is ready to catch them as they come on through mid.
Is gonna go above.
Since I'm already talking excessive amounts and it's a 3v2, you guys could watch and listen to another tangent I have about Lizzie McGuire.
Oh, you met Lizzie McGuire? Wait, is that a person or is that the character?
That's Hillary Duff.
Oh, right.
And
to get themselves yet another pistol.
My friend, is a Comrie. His name is the Comries, and his uncle is in NHL Comrie, and he married Hillary Duff.
I don't know what a Comrie is.
It's the last name, Matt Comrie, Mike Comrie. That's your last name.
I don't know.
Canadian hockey player.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think they're together anymore, but yeah, I remember that was fun. Anyways, back to the game here. 1-0 Gambit.
So there's going to be a little bit of A aggro with a solo B hold using the Vice.
Oh, man.
The early aggression. Kellogg's trying to get something done with the one sheriff that they currently have in play. For now, we've got the lull in the round. This is the
I want to see if Truth wants a breakfast burrito.
Expect there's still going to be another 40 seconds before they really have to do anything. Just waiting patiently, making sure they don't make any mistakes in these sort of rounds. Now, for someone like Kellogg's, that extra investment is
fucking
if he can get himself
Jordan is something special, chat. He's something special. He's unique, you know.
Hell of a lot more deadly.
Jordan, nothing Gilbert.
For now, though,
ladies and gents.
They're just trying to prod and prod.
Oh.
If anybody's making a move, but
paid
they're just about starting.
with a T. Paint.
Starting to make their way forward. Oh, Volva inside the orb. He hasn't been spotted, but he'll be taken down so easily with the decay. Looks like they want to push up on A, getting nice and close. Nuki falls and. I mean, look, Kellogg's gets the one kill. One more here would be fantastic for G2. They've lost Kellogg's. They know that Coldament is up top. Over on the Gambit side. Very little way for, very little room for error, rather.
30 seconds left.
Mixwell can drop another one here. It's already a successful round. The worry, though, is that Shados already has his Empress online, and although with most weapons, like, you wouldn't really be too worried. Like it's not going to be the most impactful ultimate in the world. Yeah. When you go into a bonus round with a Spectre, I start to worry a little bit more. He can be very aggressive. The weapon's fire rate gets even higher than it already is, and he heals up and escapes after every single duel.
Yeah, he's been doing pretty well for himself. Starting this one out. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Never mind, it's not a Spectre anymore.
That's a slightly better Spectre, isn't it? Vandal to play with. Now that's something else. And look at Gambit, 2-0 up. This round would mean so much for them. And on the attack side,
is G2 gonna take this map or what? They better.
Nope. Nope.
Back to you at the desk.
On the pipes and Shados looking to shut him down. Some of these players, of course, no info on exactly where they are.
I knew it wasn't worth it. I knew it. And here I am.
Did you eat the breakfast burrito? You're probably so tired.
No, not that. But I am tired.
I know you're talking about the game not being worth it, but
I just didn't get enough sleep, you know? I should have went back to bed. I woke up at 8 and just decided, you know, let's do it. Let's get on stream and watch you lose. But I should have waited for NA to lose at like 10 or 12. 12, right? Yeah. 11?
Maybe they actually don't know.
Looks like it. Kellogg's backing off, though, still. They have managed to get an ult orb over on the Gambit side. Shut down to Defo. A little bit more, maybe. But that's Spectre picking up the frag. This sells a fake completely. They've used their ice wall.
First bullet, not going to be accurate here.
The pressure is on. Nukia needs to make a big hold as his team.
These Vandals piss me off.
If he's caught up on top, he will be putting his team in a pretty rough position because he's now fallen. And Mixwell trying to fight his way back in. It's lit so heavy, he can't even try to make that fight.
He does manage to escape, though. I believe there might be some extra HP given over via Vova. The only problem is that Redgar's also found that remaining player looking to try and push through. Shados above, he's spotted out of over, he's gonna
The
jump
spot Shados is in is
directly
so
onto his
sick.
head, going for the Goomba stop and leaving Mixwell to try and save this. It's a bonus round victory for Gambit, another stellar half to this map.
Yeah, that was gorgeous. Just drop shotting him
Tilted.
right up behind.
GG. 13-4. Gambit.
Kicking it off with a 3-0.
I'm going back to bed.
That's not ideal. This is a round where damage 3 kills, for example, would have been pretty much enough.
Who else
for
played like
Gambit.
that Redgar? Zeus kind of.
They did commit was the
Remember
Empress.
Zeus would like cradle the death.
Commit that and lose out on the round,
Cradle.
especially
Wide
with
ass
Spectres.
arms,
But
like
now
deep.
G2 are left on pistols, and this should be a stellar start to Gambit's attack.
Yeah, they have a couple of ultimates being close to being online. I think Mixwell's just going to use his poison orb early to get himself the Viper's Pit. It makes this at least a little bit different. Now, I think they were going to try and 3-man fight for the other one at the same time, but that's not exactly gone to plan. They're getting slaughtered, leaving Kellogg's alone, and that is a
Eco.
hold coming out from that attacking side to make sure that they get nothing from it. Now, the rotations come in, unfortunately.
I really don't like B-side on this map.
Now worth using.
Yeah, that wall's going to be put down.
B-side
The wall,
ain't
so it's
it.
sort of spam
Yeah.
potential
It's
above
just
the
weird.
half.
Weird
Completely
fucking
out of the
sight.
question. And a ranged fight. Not going to be ideal for
Like
Mixwell.
fundamentally, just it feels flawed. Like so
I
flawed.
felt that way ever since the get-go, from like the way that the main, like, you can call it banana or however the fuck you want to call it, just the main corridor
It's gonna
is.
be a little bit tough.
From that into the bomb site, you like your only hiding spots are like spammable.
But it's the fact that Gambit have so much money built
And
Yeah, the worry as well is that Shados, I feel like, especially while he's on the Reyna, has been a little bit hit and miss. He's had some great maps.
I love that this game has spamming through walls and shit, but on some maps it's just too much. Like Ascent, for example, that shit's...
Like, if he could somehow keep up this pace, well,
yeah, the
we could be
Silva
looking at the
fucking
semifinal
Odin.
within the next 10 minutes.
That's a pretty ridiculous thought, actually. Now that you say it that way, yeah, a lot of us came
Ooh.
in saying that
They're back.
Gambit were going to be our saviors.
This is one of their 4
in
rounds
a
they're gonna get.
Valorant, and G2 sure did put on one
Nice.
hell of a show up against Sentinels. They really won our hearts in that one. So it's
JK.
series up in the air when you think about who should be walking away with it. Well, as we're seeing right now, Gambit looking like the much stronger team in these formative rounds.
Ooh,
Up a
this
map,
lurk
and up a man advantage
is-
as well. Nats creeping through that Viper's Pit. And he's
Wow.
walked right by Mixwell.
Wow.
This could go one of 2 ways.
could hurt them if
They don't
eventually.
they don't know.
What's gonna happen is they're gonna go even, and Gambit's still gonna win the
back
round.
into the round. Instead, it just comes out to this moment, and they've seen
Oh! Oh!
Okay, never mind. Mixwell standing tall here from Spain, all the way across the.
He'd given his team a free pass in towards the A side.
I've only been to
Instead,
Spain.
He sent them to their death.
Valencia, DreamHack Valencia.
Turns out it was the
Is that
other way
Spain?
around. Nats now having to clutch this one
What
out.
is that?
No idea where Mixwell is, and the snake bite not
Spain.
quite clearing the angle. He's about to run to sight, reloading. And
I've also been to
Mixwell
Bilbao.
completely whiffs.
And
No fucking shot.
Plays it out.
Dude,
3 kills,
what?
5 rounds. There seems to be no way for G2 to get off the starting point. This is absolutely
That's a tilter. Right there,
ridiculous.
that's the game. It's over. Mental is chalked.
To this point,
Mixwell is going home
what a round to kick
to
off
Valencia.
ICEBOX.
Or wait.
Never see a round like this ever again. Ever
Valencia's in Spain, right?
It just doesn't. It makes no sense. He was
Yep.
reloading. As he
So we've been there.
So, I can't believe what we've just witnessed. Get me out. Get me out.
How is
On
he
the
not-
south.
Look at his face. Look, Shados is
Eastern.
screaming, and Nats is like, "Well, that's another round for
East.
me." Yep. 5-0
Being in
boys.
Spain felt like a movie.
This guy is
I
an
don't know if you
absolute
went to the
machine.
beach. I know me, Ryan, and Sean did one day. We went
No,
to the beach and it
I
was
remember
nice.
that.
I need one.
You guys just chilled at the hotel, probably worse.
Me and Tyler
Although
have
you
been
look
today.
back, I'm sure you were happy.
Chair
You know.
up. Relax, recline.
Yeah, I don't want to go to the fucking beach. I
Honestly,
want to sleep. Nice.
Moment to breathe.
we're gonna be seeing that in a couple of replay packages. I
Yeah,
reckon.
probably.
The
I remember. I don't know if
fact that
you remember,
goes
but
past
Did you
brass,
guys all get
cooking.
sick
be able to get a
at the
couple
beach
kills.
or some
No.
shit?
Easy for
Didn't that
them to
happen?
take.
No,
He
no,
takes
no,
three
no, no.
down. He peaks the
If
final
by
player
sick you mean
reloading,
tanned and
not only
black.
does Mixwell fall, but then Kellogg's misses the shot and gets shut down to close it.
I want to.
Was Spain nice? I mean-
most of this just involves.
You don't
playing
remember
out.
either.
I guess
We
that's
went there, so-
yeah. I guess that's nice as it can be.
Was it the players
That
on
city is
Gambit
not
when
like
they realized
like
Mixwell was still
Madrid
in that
and
corner,
like
or was it the players on G2 when they realized
there's
that
like a
Max
lot
was
more
so
like
far past
culture and
Mixwell?
crazy
'Cause
shit going
both
on
of
in
those
Madrid
things
and
in isolation are
what
ridiculous,
else?
but at
Barcelona.
the same time, one
That's
of
in
the
Spain?
stupidest things I've ever seen.
Absolutely ludicrous.
Barcelona. It sounds like it's like
Well, I would
Argentina.
like to shout out G2 for giving us that little tech pause. I can feel
I don't know why.
Yeah,
down.
there might be some
Actually,
root
they-
similarities there, Michael,
Yeah,
but it's a
well,
different part of the
wish
world
I did as
completely.
well, to be honest. My legs are
Remember-
Barcelona's on the Mediterranean, beautiful.
Bro, what does that
Some
even mean? What is
fashion,
the
food.
Mediterranean? I know there's food.
Had some
Mediterranean
opportunities,
is
Is that like
body
water?
of water
decent attack
inside
rounds
of
building up for Gambit. G2
America.
Europe,
to work with in this round.
north of Africa,
Blade Storm for Kellogg.
What?
east
Africa.
of Spain.
Is that in Europe?
Still, plenty of potential for damage.
Africa's
to
in
be done.
Africa.
Starts with Mixwell by the looks of things.
Well, I mean, like, is it in Europe? You know what I mean?
It's gonna be the rifle.
Like, is it on? Is it over there?
I mean, get out of here.
People are saying NA education. Can we exclude Mike from NA?
2 kills, why not? Yeah, give him all.
Dude, my brain doesn't have fucking. It doesn't have the capacity to fit this shit in because it's useless.
I went to get a drink and this guy.
You know, if I'm really curious about something about Spain, I could just Google it.
I'll BRB. It's like, oh look, I've
Do
cut
it.
off their flank.
3 kills. Someone drop me a gun. Someone drop me a gun.
Listen, if you're in G2's
But Nats
position
isn't
right now,
T-spawn, just
if you're
farming.
5-0 down, soon to be 6-0 by the looks of things, and that is how they cut off your flank and deal with your Blade Storm, the final remaining beacon.
Mike's also
of the
trolling.
round after
It's kind of like learning math. What's the fucking point? You got a calculator.
Look how slow Avova's walking.
Yeah, it's mostly just brain development.
There
But
is
I
some
don't.
good
It is. No, it is for sure. You need to like. You need to get the brain moving, but or you can just play Minecraft. Like the fuck. Like, the brain moves probably better.
Did you come up with
Probably problem solve better.
Correct. Correct. All right. Yes, correct. Minecraft,
a little bit too much.
Portal.
Oh god.
Portal. It's a good one.
Portal.
Yeah.
You don't need to study algebra. You just play Portal.
Yep.
Is he still in the spawn? That's
Well, that'd be
the thing when I
geometry
look
and
against
physics
Nats.
probably more.
You lose your own playstyle. Because
Yeah, algebra is
how do you
like
find
the
it
study
to
of
work out? Yeah, it's like you're working
Earth,
out
right?
what he's doing.
Not
The
Earth. I'm
second
sorry.
that enters your mind,
Maps.
you've already
That's
lost.
geography.
The second that somebody said like Mixwell's
Cartography.
Kellogg's, can
I
you
don't
go
know.
for a flank this round? He's gonna get PTSD immediately. Every corner's gonna be checked 3 times. I mean, I don't even
It's
know.
like the
Dude, I
idea
watched
of
Terry.
the game, and that's gonna annoy a lot of people.
I watched Tarek play Minecraft for the first time yesterday. He was playing at like 3 a.m.
Come on, what
Couldn't
is
go to
that?
sleep.
That's the
2010?
concept.
It's fucking hilarious.
That is the concept.
3 a.m. your time?
It's the second
Yeah.
you think about what Nats is doing.
Yeah, dude.
you've
What?
already lost.
You've made many.
Remember that life?
They're-
You
they're-
kind of still
they're-
living it.
That's the worst one.
6
Yeah,
a.m.
no, I-
streams.
I-
I'm living in it, just not streaming in it. That's all.
And honestly,
I love going to bed at like 4 or 5. Fuck, when the sun's coming up, there's no better feeling than going to sleep when the sun is coming up and waking up and the sun is still there. There's no better feeling.
Surprise. Small point.
I could think of a couple of things, Mike, but I'm gonna let you do it.
they've also got all their ults. They're probably feeling quite confident
Probably,
right now.
be honest, probably not really caring about the economy at this point, but maybe that can come back to bite them. G2 start out the round with good damage to Redgar, but still that opening pick evades them.
Kellogg's not really going to get away with anything for now. How? No, but how? How is he there? How is he there? I don't understand. How does he manage to do that? And
Stop yelling. Stop yelling, man. Chill.
I remember
chill,
when you
chill,
first
chill.
joined the team,
That's one of the
you
most ridiculous
fucking
things I've ever seen. This guy,
What'd I do?
kind of coordinate. Before it was like, do you remember how like we first started practice? Like it was just like midnight evening, right? Like before like CS really started taking off. That's when everyone started practicing at like noon, and it became more like legit. But I remember at first we had those evening practices, and you would sleep
How has he managed to do that? 3 kills in a round
at like fucking 7 a.m. your time, so we would have to make sure you were up by like 3 p.m. Like it would be like 4 or 5 p.m. Sometimes you wouldn't be awake, and we'd fucking call your phone, and we knew what was happening. I'd be like, "Oh fuck, what's wrong with Mike?" I mean, nothing. This dude's just deep in drool land.
I don't remember that. Are you sure I did that?
Yeah, in Canada, fucking had to give your dad's info at one point. I was like, listen.
Wait, really? Holy fuck.
I still wouldn't understand what goes through his brain.
When you first start, because that was the first time we went to like Cologne, and your stream started popping off, and you did a 24-hour stream. And I remember that a couple months after that, practice was just fucking. Is Mike awake yet? It's fucking dinner time.
Can we start practice? No? Alright.
Because prac was like 5 to 10, you know, it was like for me on the West Coast. So for you, it was like 8 to 1 or something. Which is crazy to think about. That was our work hours. Anyway, I'm done talking.
Hey, work is when you actually get fucking paid. We can get paid for that.
Don't let him come behind us and kill us 3 times.
Like pennies.
That would be great. I don't blame
Quarters.
G2. They leave the tiniest of gaps, the smallest of spaces for him to sneak through. And he manages to just wedge his way in there. And the thing is, even when you find him, even when you go for that heads-up duel against Nats, he still wins them the majority of the time. We've seen it in this game. We saw it in the previous
Leaning
round.
into workers when you get
They
paid.
knew where he was. They're ready to take the first around the corner that they're holding, and he just shoots them in the head right away. No idea that the player was even there. 7-0. G2 needs something, and in this round, they're unlikely to find it. Again, they're going to be on a very low buy.
So I said 13-4. I feel like that was generous to G2.
So the positive here, Gambit chose the attack. Let's look on the bright side.
Oh god. Oh god.
Close recon this time. A little bit different than what you'll see normally. Sometimes it goes around the corner so you can spot them as they come for the ult orb. This time, Gambit want to play a more passive one because they're ensuring nobody's pushed up A. Defo shuts down the B push. Again, Kellogg's trying to go for a flank. And this is a player we know feeds off energy, feeds off momentum. We've seen him every time he makes those clutch plays. He's jumping up, he's making noise, and so far, whenever he tries to move off the B side, he is shut down, whether it's by Nats AFK in spawn or by Defo's operator. And look, we're still just waiting. This is a textbook Gambit round, and G2, they're 7 rounds behind. They're getting a little bit antsy. They've got weaker weapons. They want to push forward and initiate some combat. And
People keep saying Russia isn't in EU. Is that true? It's on that side of the world somewhere. Isn't it Russia that big spot, like in the top of EU? Or is that Germany? That's Russia, right?
How's part of Europe
How is it not?
and Asia.
It's just that big.
It's part of Eurasia.
He wouldn't have been there. He wouldn't have turned around. He wouldn't have spotted the flank, and Avova probably would have killed Nats. But instead,
Is that because of the size?
Yeah. It's like, pretty sure it's like fucking the far right side of Russia. That's where you start to get like the Asian mountains and shit.
Really? That's sick. I want to go to Russia.
South. I don't even know. Russia's geography is something I'm not super familiar with, but it's crazy.
Oh, was it, Tom?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
you know.
I haven't actually seen that. That's the first one of the game, isn't it?
I think so, maybe. I feel like maybe the round before.
Biggest nation on earth. What nation is like? What is nation like? A country?
But this is why it was.
All 4, it's still doable.
Yeah, this is
In
why
freeze time, just go ahead and pull up a map on Google.
I mean, they're so outdated, some of them. But yeah, I just got to find the right one. Knowing me, I'd click one and it'd be from like 100 years ago.
You might be able to tell.
I don't think I would be able to tell. I think it'd all be the same to me.
It genuinely doesn't get any better than this. If you could find
When
me
did you
a
stop
better,
attending classes? What age?
Well, send it. I wanna see it.
12 or 13.
You know, they need to work on their tactics here.
13, I think.
Deepen up the playbook a little bit. This almost feels like it's one of those
Is
moments where you're like,
Redguard just gonna be staring them down?
Yeah, it's interesting because I don't remember anything from school. I remember nothing. Not a single fucking thing. I barely remember fucking walking the halls.
Everything you've tried has failed.
The only thing I remember is going home and fragging every single day.
The only problem with doing this, if there isn't something else that we don't know about, is if you then...
And how easy it was to leave school. Even in elementary school, you just walk out. It's like a joke. They don't watch you, you just leave. You just walk home.
You didn't? Did you graduate high school? You didn't, right?
No.
I don't think G2 are going to be too
Okay,
unhappy
dude.
with at this point.
That's why, dude, we need to make that a story. I'm gonna do the story of Shroud, the untold story.
How I said fuck school?
Yeah.
Probably
True
not a
psychology.
probably not a good idea.
Yeah, let's not spread that
That's
one.
not. That's probably. I wouldn't recommend that to anyone but myself. Well, I had good RNG, you know.
I remember G2 called attack pause just before they went into that previous round where they had weaker weapons. This will be the round that they were talking about. And it starts out with a Hunter's Fury tag, but no finish off the wall. Bro, come on!
No.
Come on! He walks through his own poison orb and gets the kill. Cole Dementa puts out the recon, just confirmed.
This wall right here in mid is sick, my boiler.
Pursuing him.
You see that? They push and they wall themselves aggro.
He only gets the one. A res straight away onto Nats. They'll try to shut him down. Coldamenta with the Odin, and he gets dropped right afterwards. Nats falls, but comes right back to life and breathes life into the game of Gambit here. 8-0, looking for a 9th, and it is a 3 versus 2. They need to deal with Nats. He's in their spawn right now, and he's the only player.
Jeez, man. They're just, it's crazy that Nats is in their spawn and they're sitting in their tube just watching Kitchen. Not advancing, nothing. The patience on these guys.
That was a close spam.
This is a dirty point to play on the cross. Looking to try and take him out with a single bullet, and they're almost going to move in.
This is insane. Holy shit. I mean, the good thing about this is we get to see NA faster. Right? And that's what everyone's here for. You think they're here for this shit? No.
I genuinely feel like we've seen 9 different rounds at a Gambit. Like, I don't think they've played.
Other than maybe
No, this is pre-show.
But even the defaults have had like varying things. For example, sending Nats out on the B side, sending him through Kitchen, sending him through mid. Just let Nats go and kill them all as the Viper. And we talk about mixed.
I'm actually kind of worried for NA though. Gambit's nasty.
I think is where he really shines on it. But at
Like, can you?
Imo.
Are you sponsored by DoorDash or anyone?
No.
G2 have got to be feeling locked.
Yeah, I should order me some food.
Pressure. Their best chance of making it to champions is winning.
I was sponsored by Postmates for a while there, a couple years. Pretty pog.
I remember because I was at your crib and Justin or someone told me to just order shit on your phone. I was like, all right, order some boba for everybody.
Yep.
still fighting for orb control.
But I think like negotiations got a little awkward because didn't they get bought out by Uber or something?
Yeah.
So yeah, it kind of like the management and everything shifted a little bit, so it got a little weird.
I believe they're only spamming
You
it
said
with
yellow.
Spectre, so they're actually going to be able to get the plant without any problems at all. There goes the Viper's Pit as well after they get that extra orb from the spike, and while Vova needs to find a kill here and he gets nothing for it.
Okay, Mixwell at least trades it back, but here's Defo, Operator, and
That looks sick. I love the dashes like that.
Dude, when they shoot, yeah.
Played Storm Pop, they really want to secure this 10-0. He comes close, but he's just too low.
This fucking sucks, honestly.
After he finds the first, he's gonna run right into Chronicle, putting double digits
Oh.
on the board. Gambit are just
How many times have we gotten owned like this?
on G2's map pick, and they talked
A lot,
about it on
I'm
the
sure.
it was mentioned many times.
The only time that really reminds me of would be like map 2 versus like Astralis, like when we were like really ready for the map 1, we lose like 16-14, but then didn't prep the other map that they picked and just get fucking destroyed.
Yeah, we were like putting all of our eggs in that first map to win it, lose the second, and maybe come back like on the third.
Yeah. Actually, you remember DreamHack Valencia, the one we were talking about? That's when we got second. It's the one stage where like Ryan flexed and Tyler did the flick of the wrist thing. with
Oh,
his hand, you know?
right.
And that's when we played. They were called TSM, I think, in the finals with like Kerrigan and Device then. And we fucking got destroyed on Mirage. It was like fucking 13-0. You remember? We started T-side. We had no strats Mirage, but we had to veto something else.
Known for their slow defaults instead.
We almost won on Train. We did win Train. I think we did win Train, and then we like lost cash, and then Mirage was third map, and we were just like laughing because we're like, we don't have a fucking strat.
They've got the res still.
It's okay to get owned sometimes.
It's not an awful spot. Been able to bring it back into at least a workable position. Aggression coming through as well. Looking for the fight. He's been shocked out of the round.
Of course. Yep. Tom, I don't know why you're surprised. It seems like every single thing that G2 try to do, Gambit have an answer for it immediately, and Coldamenta caught attempting a flank play. He's like, hey, I'm going to take a page out of Nats's book. Let's see how he likes it. And caught immediately. Gambit, with just beautiful play right now, looking for 11. Getting rid of that operator and moving towards the B site where they're just going to play this one yet again, getting their plan, post-plan play, and Nats has so much space to work with, which is an incredibly scary concept.
Yeah, he has that normally, but now it almost seems worse. This duel is everything. Mixwell can take him down.
I really want to see a forfeit, man, in a match.
Surprised at this point. Kellogg's in a 1 versus
Might as well
to give them
live a little.
He gets the first kill.
He's been shot in the back.
Is that a forfeit?
Yeah. No one does it. I mean, let's be honest. If you get like 12 out on a half, why not? Hit a forfeit. It'd be epic. You're not gonna win.
11-0. We haven't had a 13.
I want to see it.
I don't think so.
I mean, you could win still. It's not 13 yet.
No.
I don't want a semi-final
You know, Jordan. You know.
with a 13-0.
You just won't and can't.
G2, tell 'em when I woke up this morning, I was
I came back
certain I had a nice
WCG
breakfast. I was certain I made the energy for all 3 maps in this series.
2008, 2009,
Extended
2008.
as well. It's G2's adaptability.
Semifinals, we lost. We got crushed for first map. Second map, we had one round.
And yet Gambit, they've done the research.
We had one round going in the second half. We got whatever the fuck that was, 14-1.
Yeah, you played CS your whole life.
Stalling coming into this semifinal.
Well, yeah, at one point it was first to 13 when I first started playing.
To make it to Masters or to make
fair.
it champions at the end of the year.
His name is Val.
Is that
Oh,
a
that's a
shot?
whiff.
With human.
So is Mixwell.
And it's gone.
But it was like 14-1, and we came back and won 14-1, and then and went to final.
Give them something.
All they need is one.
He's managed to get rid of Nats. It might be a lifeline. It might be something to
How looking likely here.
a flawless half.
Caught immediately. They see the players on B. They want to try to make the space up. So they walk into A. And of course, what do you know? Gambit are waiting. Gambit are playing a slow round, a default. After picking up the pace in the previous round, man, the depth and versatility of Gambit has been so beautiful. And they still think that they can push Gambit. They still think that they can try to flank this team. And Tom, they fundamentally cannot. Final player alive, Nukia, trying to win this round out. A 1v4. I think I saw that. You know,
I gave him 4. This hurt. Sad. Maybe they still could get 4 though, right? 12-0. Get the pistol. Win the bonus. Win the gun round.
If that doesn't scare you after what
Does the math add up there?
I don't know what
Yeah.
Win every round. I think that's the math you're looking for.
And no, yeah.
He's left in a 1v4
Jordan,
mid.
you piss me off sometimes. You know that? Like in a good way, though. Like you're the correction I need.
I'm through with having hope. G2 have just
Justin's not here.
12-0 on their pick. Now we're gonna throw things over the desk and good luck, guys. Good luck.
I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mitch.
You ever just feel like that?
Why?
I don't even know where to start, but
yeah.
I
Normally, if I don't know, if I overexert,
maybe
full stomach or something.
No, like I can't tell if it's.
Sitting in my chair.
I don't know if it's throw up or if it's. I just can't tell which end it wants to come out. You know, like I just feel something brewing.
You might have IBS.
Is the best team in
No.
the world. We have yet to see it on
Well,
an international stage.
Maybe. What's IBS?
This is what they're dealing with when you.
Is that when you have to take a
Irritable bowel
shit
syndrome?
a lot?
There's
Yeah.
no shot.
Get right out of the problem. It's more than that. I think there's a lot of pain involved. So you probably don't have that.
This is
Yeah, I don't have pain, so I don't think it's that.
This is just a blood.
Hold on, I want to listen to Sean Garrett's talk.
Not to put a downer on things, but I'm gonna call disqualification.
fearless
because I
IGL.
heard that it's a stipulation that everyone on the team has to be human, and I'm not convinced that that's really the case here.
Yeah, no, Nats is just on another level. He's ridiculous. I mean, we speak about him all the time, but before we speak about him more, I just want to quickly speculate a little bit with that timeout, the 8-0 timeout from Gambit. Redgar has spoken about this in the past. When they get a little bit too excited, they tend to take a timeout just to cool themselves a little bit, you know, to make sure everything's in motion. And they also always, usually at EMEA, take a timeout at the half because they need to regroup and talk about what's happening in the second half. And we've seen them do this before, Sean, when they're in ridiculously wild leads. And, you know, it goes to show that a team like this, even when they're 8-0 up, they don't want to let that slip away.
Yeah, and I mean, the 2 clips back-to-back on your screen just show that, right? He went from winning a 1-on-3 clutch in that manner in the A site to camping his own spawn for the first minute of the round. This guy is so focused on getting this win, and not only getting the win, absolutely humiliating G2. Like, this game needs like an NSFW type of, like, this is incredible performance from Gambit right now.
He smiled.
Yeah, I know, it was insane. We're getting the wildest scenes right here in this game. But I do think, Yinsu, that point that you made about them just wanting to cool themselves down partway through is really useful. I mean, even before their game against Crazy Raccoon the other day, Redgar said to me, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, they don't indeed. It's a 12-0 now, but Tom and Mitch, are we going to get our first 13-0 of this tournament?
No!
I really don't want it to be. You know, if this was an EMEA NA game, sure, yeah, whip out the 13 zeros, show them what you got. But Gambit, God, really just showing G2 that You know what? This is why you're 4th seed. You might be able to beat the best in NA, but this is the MEA, baby. And Gambit are the kings of this region. Looking for the 13-0. They're on the defensive side. Normally, that means that teams play slow. They defend. Gambit, though, after such a convincing...
I really want them to 13-0, please. They're focused as fuck on it, for sure.
Nothing, Tom. We're going towards Nats.
Yeah, Nats playing in Nats, for anybody wondering.
Oh, this is... Yep.
Oh, Defo is still just so clinical.
It's good.
Looking for the cross.
This is a tilt by G2. They lost.
Losing their lives. 3 players.
Just 5-man B. They're just like, ah, screw it. Let's just go. They probably didn't call anything, to be honest.
They'll get themselves a spike plant. They'll give
When you're down 12-0 like this, you don't call shit. You just play. And you know you've already lost.
Another one falls. It is looking all but over. It's on to Kellogg's to get
Go, baby.
G2 have been humiliated as Gambit
That
make
sucks.
their way through to the final. And who the hell will doubt them now?
Oh,
Yeah.
watch out, NA, 'cause these
Wow.
guys, they
I think
did
just
not
the
go
worst
the
part
way
about it
around. They came to win. What an
is... Well,
incredible
I guess for NA is what I'm thinking is... You don't really get to see shit. They just owned them. They literally just owned them. You literally get nothing out of that match.
Absolutely spectacular. I think that's one of the most dominant games.
Yeah, like it was starting to heat up on Breeze a little, but then like it kind of blew it.
You need a close match to see what they got in their playbook. Right there, all they literally did to beat G2
Yeah.
is sit and spawn.